Let's have a chat about this. What is Donica Lewinsky? Epstein email about Trump and Bubba sparks viral phrase. A viral email from Jeffrey Epstein's brother Mark mentions Donald Trump blowing Bubba, sparking a row online because it is Bill Clinton's nickname. Now, a lot of the Epstein emails have been released now. You know those ones we were told don't exist and everything, and people are combing through them. I'm going to wait until there's a lot more conclusive things. I don't want to just bit by bit start releasing videos and everything. I'm going to wait until there's a great big comprehensive rundown, like what happened with the Clinton emails. Oh, Clinton, those people that, anybody connected to them just seems to have a lot of problem with emails. But a new phrase, Donica Lewinsky, has begun to do the rounds online after Jeffrey Epstein's email conversations were made public. One email from the convicted child sex offender's brother, Mark, mentioned Trump blowing Bubba. Given that Bubba is the Go away. Given that Bubba is the nickname of former President Bill Clinton, the mail quickly went viral, with many wondering about the association between current President Donald Trump and Clinton. Amid the row over the Trump-Bubba email, many have begun to jokingly use the phrase Donica Lewinsky when referring to President Trump. What is Donica Lewinsky? By the way, this is the Hindustan Times. I'm reading. Donica Lewinsky is an understandable riff on Monica Lewinsky. She had an affair with Clinton when Lewinsky was a White House secretary between 1995 and 1997. When Clinton came clean, Lewinsky found the spotlight prominently on her, and their affair came to be known as the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal. Yeah, Clinton came up and went, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman." And then a wee bit later, he had to come out when it all got proven true. He was like, "I have let you down." Just because you get blown in the Oval Office. During Lewinsky's testimony, it came out that her physical relationship with Clinton involved oral sex, but no sexual intercourse, as per media reports from 1998. The email about Trump from Mark Epstein said, "Ask him if Putin has photos of Trump blowing Bubba." Given the connotation and Bubba being Clinton's nickname, the Donica Lewinsky phrase quickly went viral on social media platforms. Now, the phrase itself, it sounds like he's just being aloof, he's just being facetious. Right, I think he's just being kind of funny. I'll ask him if he's getting any photos of Trump blowing Bill Clinton later. That's what it sounds like. That doesn't. I mean, I hope that's what it is. I just don't see something like that happening. Trump gave him that Donica Lewinsky, one person wrote on X. Another added, "Calling that man Donica Lewinsky is wild." In face, I think this might be in fact, and on Facebook maybe, a Donica Lewinsky page has been created on X as well. The bio cheekily reads, "He didn't call it Big Beautiful Bill for nothing." Donica Lewinsky. I'm sorry, that's funny. Donald Trump's reaction amid blowing Bubba email row. Trump, meanwhile, on Truth Social, said that he was asking Attorney General Pam Bondi, the Department of Justice, and the FBI to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's involvement and relationship with Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, J.P. Morgan, Chase, and many other people and institutions to determine what was going on with them and him. Then release the files. Release the files, Big Don. We've been waiting for it. The fact that he completely 180'd on the... I was a huge Trump fan. Huge Trump fan for a very, very long time. But this presidency is not as meme-worthy. We did get a little bit of old Trump. That the bit where he pardoned the CEO of Binance. I forget his name, even though I was just talking to him at the time. at the time that he was pardoned. And they asked Trump why he pardoned him. And Trump went, "Okay, wait for this. You ready? Are you ready? I don't know who he is." Like that. No idea. Don't know who he is. Pardoned him anyway. That was funny. That was old Trump. That was fucking hilarious, right? And I wanted his presidency to be like that. Instead, it's not been as meme-worthy, and he 180'd on the Epstein files, which made me moonwalk away from him, right? It's just the fact is it's made me go, there was so much that you could have done that would have been amazing there. Girls could have got justice. We could dissolve the entire governmental Israel blackmail paedophile ring and everything like that. All of it could have been gone. That was his opportunity to do it. And he didn't do it. He could have saved so many countries all around the world. They're all being preyed upon by one particular country. He could have done it, and he didn't do it. So I don't care how funny you are, or how many memes that you do, or anything like that at all. You could have saved the future by doing that, and you didn't. Right? That's why I've turned away from Trump. Bondi, sometime later, said on X, "Thank you, Mr. President. SDNY US Attorney Jay Clayton is one of the most capable and trusted prosecutors in the country, and I've asked him to take the lead. As with all matters, the department will pursue this with urgency and integrity to deliver answers to the American people." And I believe that that is the end of the article. However, is it true? No, I think it was just a facetious comment. Oh yeah, ask him if he's got that. Like, yeah, that's what it feels like. However, it's still really funny. And the Donica Lewinsky meme, yeah, that's very funny. However, I have a very bad taste in my mouth, just like Don did apparently, over the Epstein files. The Epstein files was something like Alex Jones was talking about the Epstein files like over a decade before it all came out. Right, Alex Jones was talking about the blackmail paedophile ring for a very, very long time. And as the thing is, the Alex Jones is right jar is a meme for a reason. Right? Alex Jones is always eventually proven right. Even when he says they're breeding big baby human hybrids so that they can harvest the organs in China, and everyone was like, shut up, Alex. And then it came out that, yeah, they were in fact doing that. Right? The fact is, so see when Alex claims something insane, be worried because it's eventually going to turn out to be true. It will. It eventually will turn out to be true. Right? But in regards to this, right, a lot of people in some very, very high places, through the use of certain societies who do little hazing processes. Why do you think they do that in all the big schools? Oh, you want to be part of the gang? Do this bunch of humiliating stuff while the rest of us prey on you. Oh, it'll be silly things like we'll make you stand in the cold, or we'll shove jello down your pants. Ah ha ha ha, how funny. And a bend over while we hit you with this like paddle and stuff like that. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they do that? Ah, it's just a little bit of fun, so guys can join a fraternity. A brotherhood, you mean? That uses Latin letters, usually. Is to get them prepared because you're going to have to do this stuff when you're older. Because of the family line that you come through or the position that you're being groomed to occupy, you're going to have to do this stuff when you're older. And it's all going to be filmed. And you'll be able to occupy your position and you'll have lots of power and all that type of stuff as well. And yeah, that's just... However, there's a price to pay for that. And the price is we need you to fuck this 6-year-old on camera so that in future you will make every decision that we want you to. Now, all throughout government, everybody. I'm going to say, well, maybe not every single one, but the overwhelming vast majority of them. Right? But I think it's got to a point now where if one of them get released, they would have to release all of them. I just think it's weird that they haven't done it yet. Someone hasn't went off the reservation and certain people have went, all right, leak the video. Right? I just think that's a bit weird that it's not happened yet, which makes me think either maybe we're exaggerating or it's just that fucking prolific that all the upper echelons of every elite institution, government, everything are all in just one massive pedophile Mexican standoff, right? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like, right? But the fact is, yes, we are ruled by devil-worshipping pedophiles. Yes. And they make sure it stays that way because they need to have that dirt on you to make sure that you always make the right decisions, right? Which is why Trump just don't beat around the bush. Everything. Just all the files, release them. Everything.